All right. Hello, friends, and welcome back to more Chapter 13 fun. Today we're going to be working on Lesson 13, Chapter 13, Lesson 2, which is measuring the angles of triangles. So your goal today, this is kind of like this continued puzzle solving bit that we've had over the course of Chapters 12 and 13, where really not doing high-end computation, but it's more the logic and the thinking skills. So we're going to build on this whole business where we were dealing with angles on a point, angles on a line, intersecting lines and those angles. And today we're going to add the applying the property that the sum of the angle measures of a triangle is 180 degrees. Okay, so let us continue. So the first thing you're asked to do is to trace these triangles and then cut it out. And then you can cut out or tear off the angles and arrange them on a line as shown. Honestly, you could go ahead and take your notebooks right now. I'm sure your teachers would love for you to do this. And use a straight edge, make a triangle. Doesn't matter the shape of the triangle. And then, well, just needs to be a triangle. Doesn't matter what type of triangle. Once you have a nice triangle cut, you can literally tear the corners off by hand and rearrange those, and you'll kind of have your evidence that the three angles together add up to 180 degrees. Why don't you do that, and then pause me if you need to, and then I'll just continue in a moment as we move on. All right, sweet. Wasn't that fun to get hands-on? So what can you say about the sum of angles of the angle measures in a triangle? Well, if you add angles A, B, and C in a triangle, the sum will always be, don't judge my penmanship, 180 degrees. Okay, let's continue. So that's it. That's the whole point of the lesson. The measure of A, measure of B, measure of C, the measure of the three angles in a triangle will add up to 180. If you can apply that, then we can combine it with the other stuff and start solving some logic type problems. Okay. Find the unknown angle measures in a triangle. In triangle ABC, find the measure of B. If you need to back up and see what we just talked about, otherwise, if you can recall, pause me and solve this, and then I'll do the same. Okay? I'm starting in 5 seconds, so hit pause. All right, so I'm going to do 180 minus 78. That's going to be 102 minus 45. 10 to a 9, 12 to 7, 57. I get 57 degrees. 180 minus 78 and 45. Some of you like to do this bit too, where you combine the 78 and 45 first and then subtract from 180. Either way is good. All right. Excellent. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, let's see though. Did I get it right? Well, thank goodness. All right, let's carry on. Okay. Pause me and do both of these. The way it's laid out is that I want you to subtract and subtract. But again, if adding the two angles first is your style, feel free to go ahead and do that. Okay. So hit pause, and I'll do the same, and then we'll check, compare work in about 5 seconds. Okay. All right, did we all get the same stuff here? Hopefully we did. If I made a mistake, just let me know, or not. Let's carry on with the next slide. All right, in triangle ABC, the measure of A in all of these is 50 degrees. There are 3 different examples of what triangle ABC could be. Take a look at that, and please answer the questions below. Work with a neighbor, work on your own. I'll come back to you in 5 seconds, and we'll go through it. So that means pause me, as always. All right, sum of the measures of B and C, you're just going to do 180 minus 50, and your remaining angles are going to add up to 130. It says state 5 possible sets of values for the measures of B and C. Literally just 5 pairs of number that add up to 130. 60 plus 70, 50 plus 80, 40 plus 90, 30 plus 100, 20 plus 110, and so on and so forth. Could the measure of B be 120? I would say yes. Then C is 10. Can the measure of B be 130? No. C can't be 0. Because the 130 plus the 50 would leave you nothing for angle C. Okay? Tricky, tricky, tricky. Let's continue. Oh, McCarthy, get out of the way. All right. Read these, answer them. We'll go through them in 5 minutes. Seconds. Ah. All right. Hopefully you paused me because now I'm going to go forward. Suppose that x, y, and z are the three angles of triangle x, y, z. Okay, here's triangle x, y, z. Okay, x, y, z. Who knows if that's what it looks like. If x is an obtuse angle, can y also be an obtuse angle? No. Two angles. Oop. Two obtuse angles would be more, because remember, obtuse is more than 90, so two obtuse would be more than 180. Not possible. If x is greater than 90, what can you say about y and z? Both acute, because the sum of those angles is going to be less than 90. They're both acutes. Okay? Make sense? Let's carry on. All right. So this book does this a lot. It'll say these triangles are not drawn to scale. Basically, what they're trying to keep you from doing is plopping a protractor in the book and measuring, because that's not the skill we're testing. We're testing the logic. Can you analyze these pictures and determine the missing measurements? So don't bother with your protractor because these pictures are all labeled with lies. It's almost like abstract math art. Pause me and find the missing angle measures. I will do the same in 5 seconds as usual. See you then. Okay, 50 plus 40 plus 90 is 180. 64 is 180 minus 128. I get 52. 108 and 36, 138, 180 minus 144. Also 36, and that definitely looks a little bit wonky. And then 90 and 27 and 63. So 36 and 63, I believe. And if you caught me making a mistake, as always, correct it and feel good about yourselves. Okay, hey, look, I think we're already in the let's practice portion. Excellent. All right. Oh, look at that. Same thing here. Get them done. We'll meet in 5 seconds. So pause me and then we'll hang. All right. Let's see. 180 minus these two is 74. 180 minus these two is 75. 180 minus these two, 63, 62 is 55. And 180 minus these two, 44 is 36. All right, that's that. Most likely have these two workbook pages, but as always, double check with your teacher for any modifications to that or any possible IXL or additional assignments. Solve these puzzles. Don't even mess with your protractors unless you're asked for them specifically. And then we're going to come back tomorrow and do, have another puzzle party. That is it. I will see you soon in the same outfit because I'm going on a recording binge today. Bye. I think that's it. Oh, you could do this too. All right. We have no idea. Don't bother with this. Whoop, whoop. Okay. See ya.